with me while I tell you guys how my dad found out my stepmom went to another man's house by me. So earlier in this day, my dad and my stepmom had gotten into some sort of argument. I don't know why, but they basically weren't on speaking terms. So since they weren't on speaking terms, my stepmom decided that she wasn't going to tell him where she was going. And we had ended up going to the grocery store to grab a few things. But when we were getting back in the car to go straight home, we weren't going to go anywhere else, she got a phone call from her friend asking to come over to this man's house because she was also there. Since we were in the car, me and my brothers had heard her friend ask us if we could come over. We obviously wanted to go over because there was nothing really to do at home, so we wanted to go to the man's house because we knew his house had like a bunch of farm animals. My stepmom didn't want to go at first, but we kept begging her and her friend kept begging her, so she was kind of like pressured into it, which is no excuse. But we ended up going home to go put the groceries away, and then we ended up going straight to the man's house. And he lived in the same neighborhood as us, so like he wasn't far at all. Once we got there, we were there for 6 to 5 hours because everybody was having a good time, and the little kids were busy, the adults were busy. We just decided to stay there until dark out. So on the way back home, she didn't tell us like, don't tell your dad this or anything. Like, I thought my dad knew. I didn't even know that they had gotten into an argument previously in the day, but yeah. The next day when my dad got home, my dad was working on a car and I decided to go help him. When I went to go help him, we were just talking and I mentioned how we should get a goat. And I ended up just talking about this goat and like fun facts, and my dad had asked me where I got these fun facts from because it was unlike me to talk about this stuff. If you remember me talking about it, the man's house we went to the day before, he had a bunch of farm animals and he ended up telling me these facts. So I thought my dad knew. So I told my dad, oh yeah, the man's house that we went to yesterday was telling me all these fun facts about a goat. My dad made a face and he was like, what man's house? And I ended up just explaining to him all like the details, like why we went, where, how, and how long. He seemed concerned, but he kept working on the car, and once he made a face, I knew something he didn't. So my dad finishes the car that he's working on, and I kind of forget what he does, but a few minutes later, I hear a big slam, and my dad had gotten angry and slammed all the doors. Then I hear them arguing, and I take my brothers and me outside because I don't want them to hear them. I don't want my brothers to hear them arguing. But my brothers are obviously scared and they're cold, and it's already late at night now. Like, not late at night, but it's already sunset. And yeah, so I decided to come inside. I came inside to grab a few things, like I'm pretty sure it was my phone and a blanket. I guess my brothers took that as an okay to come inside too, so they came inside and they grabbed a blanket and a few stuffed animals because they were scared. We stay outside for a few more minutes, then I get a text message from my cousin basically asking what's going on and is everything's okay. Basically, I'm scared now because I have no idea what happened because me and my brothers were outside, but she ended up showing me a screenshot of what my stepmom had posted, and it was like, any good divorce lawyers in the state that we were in. So I guess my brothers found out. I don't know how. I think they peeked over my phone, but they started crying. I started crying because I felt like it was all my fault, which it kind of was, but yeah. Then a few minutes later, after I get those text messages from all my cousins, she ends up coming outside and she asked, which of you guys tattled on me? I was scared, but I ended up saying that it was me because of what I had told you guys earlier about like the whole goat situation and like how I was talking to my dad and how I thought he knew because, I mean, that's his wife. He should know everywhere that his wife is and stuff like that, like, and vice versa. Anyways, their whole argument ended up lasting 5 to 6 days. 5 to 6 days later, they ended up telling us that they weren't going to get a divorce anymore. But a few months later, when I decided to move out because a couple other things that happened to me that shouldn't have happened to me because of them, they decided to bring it back up again and say how it was all my fault and that I'm the reason that there's problems in their relationship. I don't know. But if you guys want more story times, let me know. Also, we did natural glam today. Okay, bye.
Get ready with me while I tell you the time that this guy put out a blicky on me because his stepdaughter didn't want to get active. By the way, if this story is about you, don't take it to heart. It's been 4 years. This is just for entertainment purposes. So move on. Like I said, guys, this story took place like 4 years ago when COVID was around. So yeah. So basically, around COVID, I used to live, well, I was not really living, but like I was spending most of like my summer COVID era with my cousins at their house. And practically, in the meantime, we had that little COVID era. People were being messy on the internet and stuff, and me being me around that time, I was going into 8th grade. I was super messy. I was always trying to get into fights. I'm no longer like that, you know. I'm a grown woman. So basically, these girls had made this account. It was like a school tea page or whatever. And on that account, they had posted a picture of my cousin. And mind you, my cousin, she's like really sweet. Like, she's very like shy. Like, she doesn't even get into no problems whatsoever. Like, she just in her own little world all the time. And they had posted her and they were like spreading rumors about her. And me being me, defending my cousin, you know, family, I went off on the account and I texted the account and told the girls to get active and to show their real colors. Me and whoever the girls were that were running the account were just going back and forth at it until eventually they gave in and they showed their true colors and we found out who they were. And apparently it was some girl that like my cousin didn't even talk to like that, so it was like odd. Like, she was just being messy because it was COVID. And boom shakalaka, me and the girls are arguing back and forth and we're like, all right then, pull up to the crib. And this was around the time where everybody used to share their lows on Snap, and so they obviously had my low and they were like, all right babe, we're gonna pull up. And they pulled up. Once they pulled up, they sent a picture of our outside of our house and we're like, all right bet. So we come outside looking for the car. I'm ready to throw hands because my cousin, she's a really sweet girl, she doesn't get into no problems, and I was just trying to defend her. And I'm looking for them and I'm calling them, I'm like, where y'all at, because y'all sent a picture of the house but y'all not here. And out of nowhere I peep like a little van, like, you know, like just right there in the corner. Mind y'all, that van was never there. We know the cars that were in the neighborhood and that was not one of our neighborhood cars. Car like drives in front of our house and this guy gets out the car. Literally, this grown man gets out the car. Mind y'all, we ain't never seen this guy a day in our life. And it was just like a complete plot twist for us because we didn't even know who he was. He was a grown man. Like, we were so freaking confused. And mind y'all, he was the one driving the car. So he gets out the driver's seat and he just starts arguing with me while he's clutching. Like, he's clutching and I can tell that he's clutching. And he's just like yelling at me, telling me to leave his daughter alone, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, your daughter's the one who made the whole fake page talking shit about my cousin. Like, what are you talking about? And boom shakalaka, he ends up pulling out his, you know, he pulls it out. He was like, you don't want me to do this to you right now? Like, he's just going back and forth with me. I was like, I don't give up. I don't care. Y'all, we were home alone. There was no grown adults. Don't ask me where they was at. They was at work. Anyways, so yeah, he just practically pointed at me and I'm just like, girl, I really don't care. Like, do it right now. And I'm like, and while we're arguing, I'm like, tell him to get out the car, tell him to get out the car, tell him to get out the car. Them girls did not want to come out the car. It was 2 girls, y'all, 2 girls. And boom shakalaka, he doesn't end up, obviously, and he just gets in the car and he just drives off fastly, and that was the end of it. They got in a fight with some other girls. Okay, let me explain it better. So practically the girl that I was supposed to get active with got her karma because somebody else's dad that she was beefing with, like the girl, grabbed her during a fight and let their daughter beat her up. I don't know. You may ask, where was her stepdad at during that time? I don't know. But yeah, more of the story is karma's up. And if you don't want nothing happening to you, then don't do it to anybody else. Because that bitch will come back around.
Get ready with me, guys, while I tell you about how I found out my best friend was talking to my brother. Me and this girl have been friends since junior year, like the starting of junior year, and we got close so fast. So one day, me and my boyfriend were low-key going through it, and I went downstairs because I blocked my boyfriend on everything, and I went downstairs to my brother's room to go call him on my brother's phone. And me and my boyfriend were in the middle of arguing, and my brother's phone kept going off. And so I'm telling you, me and my boyfriend were going at it for hours. Like literally hours. So my brother was knocked out. It was like 3 a.m. at night. It was crazy. Before I say how I found out, I just want to let you guys know that this girl has been hiding so many things from me. Like, there was so many things I would find out. Her talking to all these like different guys after she just got out of a relationship with this one guy. And I was like, you're my best friend, like you're supposed to tell me everything. So like I asked her, I was like, is there a reason why you're not like telling me like that you're talking to these guys? Like, I'm not gonna get mad with you, like I just want to know why you're not telling me. And she was like, I don't know, I just feel like you're gonna get mad at me. And I was like, why would I get mad at you? Like, obviously I'm not gonna tell you what you're doing is good, but I'm not gonna get mad at you. So that goes by, she apologizes, and she tells me that she's sorry and that it's not gonna happen again. So I guess I let it slide. Back to my brother's phone being spammed. I'm like, who the f keeps spamming him? So I wake up my brother and I'm like, hey, like, what's your phone password? And he's like low-key sleepy drunk, so he's like telling me what it is. And I open it, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I just had the sudden urge to go through my brother's phone, and me and my boyfriend are still going at it, by the way. The first thing I see on my brother's freaking camera roll is a FaceTime picture of my best friend's face. I wanted to keep investigating more and more. Guys, my actual reaction, I was literally like looking at it. I was like, what the heck? Why does my brother have a picture of my best friend? And why is it a FaceTime picture? So after that, I found that. I go to his messages because that's where he was being spammed. I'm pretty sure you guys already know who it was that I found at the top of his messages. I'm sorry to have to do this, but go to part 2.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a story time on the time I fought a boy on a school bus when I was in high school. I feel like it's gonna be good. Okay, so just a little side note. Me and this boy, I think he was younger than me, but he was like a little bit taller than me, I think. I don't remember, but I think he was, because I'm really small. But me and this boy sister used to always not like each other. Like, we used to be beefing a lot. Like, we never liked each other. I never liked this girl. Actually, when I first started riding the bus, because at first I wasn't riding the bus, but when I first started riding the bus, she was being nice and stuff like that. But then we found out we was messing with the same boy, and then never liked each other after that. So me and the girl used to always go back and forth, but then she had a little brother, and her brother used to be so annoying, and he used to just do stuff to me, like he'll walk past, like, you know how the bus is, and it's like just this little area that you just walk through, and it's so small. He would literally try to like hit me, like, or walk into me, or do spiteful stuff. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, but this one day, basically the bus driver wasn't inside the bus. Like, I think the bus driver was like trying to like cut down traffic. I don't know. But I went outside because I was looking for him. I was looking for the bus driver. I'm like, okay, let me just go look for the bus driver, because our bus was the last bus and everybody else was going around us. I'm like, where is the bus driver? Like, come on now, where did you go? Did you go use the bathroom or like what? So I literally walked out the bus. I walked out the bus, and then I went to go look. Then when I turned around, now I don't like this boy, and y'all know, well, y'all don't know, but from what I just told y'all know I don't like this boy. So I turned around, and I see this boy just walking behind me, and I'm like, why are you walking behind me? Why are you trying to follow me? Nobody was thinking about getting off the bus. Everybody was just sitting on the bus, just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, because I was talking too. But then I was like, let me go find the bus driver. Couldn't find him. And I turned around, he was just right there behind me. Like, why are you following me? Anyways, so I'm like, bro, you stay following me. You like, you provoking me now. Like, now it's giving you're provoking me. Like, do you like me or something? Like, I hate when boys like somebody and then they just want to bother them. Like, this is so annoying. It makes me want to like you. Like, ugh. Anyways, so we got back on the bus and me and him was arguing, going back and forth, and he was acting like he was finna hit me. I'm like, you're not gonna hit me. Like, see, I'm not gonna sit here and swing first, but you're not gonna hit me. You're not. Just because you're a boy and I'm a girl, I don't go for that. You're not gonna hit me. Cool. So he ended up hitting me or whatever. He hit me. He took it up on himself to hit me. And we just got up and started fighting. Now, mind y'all, I'm fighting with one hand because I had my bag on. I only have one strap because I'm a girl. I don't sit here and walk around with my bag with both straps on. No, that's ugly. I just put one strap on and just walk around. So I had one strap off and one strap on. This one was on. So it slid down and it like had my arm basically. Couldn't really swing for real because my book bag was on my arm for real. If y'all get what I'm trying to say, I hope it makes sense. But we're fighting. And all my hips connected. I'm feeling all my hips connected. Now, he was hitting me, but I didn't feel nothing. Like, it felt like a whole bunch of pillows. Just, I don't know. It just felt like pillows. Until he got me on the ground. Okay, he got me on the ground one time. Like, he pulled me down. Like, he's strong a little bit. Pulled me on the ground, and then he started hitting me. In GTA. And then I got back up and I started hitting and I started grabbing him like I got nails. Like, I used to always let my nails grow out. I used to let my nails grow out and I had nails, so I was sitting here grabbing his face like I'm like I don't you know what I mean? Like Then they kicked us off the bus, walked off the bus, got suspended off the bus. By the way, side note, me and these people live literally right next to each other. Like, I live right here and they live right here. Next door neighbors type stuff. Like, I'm telling you, next door neighbor type stuff. So we went back to the house and then his mama came outside. We was about to leave the house. His mama came outside and I seen both of them. His mama was gonna sit here and tell my mom that, oh, now he got scratches on his face all messed up, we shouldn't be fighting. Your son should have never put his hands on me. I don't care. I'm not no little ass little girl. You're gonna sit here and respect me. If I didn't sit here and put my hands on you, don't put your hands on me. Simple. I don't go for none of that. So he got his ass beat. And I got a video. If y'all want to see the video, follow my Snapchat. It's going to be in caption.
Story time about how my mom found out I lost my virginity at 12. So in the 5th grade, I had my first boyfriend and we was talking, and I was 12 when I was in 6th grade. So in 6th grade is when I actually lost it. So one day I invited him over and we, you know, was kissing, and I always hung around older kids. So I already knew about all the doing stuff. So I told him about it and he agreed and we did it. And we also made videos. So how my mom found out is one day I asked my mom, could he come over? Because I was bored. It was one weekend. And she said yes, of course. And, you know, we was in the room doing what we normally do. And she bust through the door without knocking. So she seen what she seen and she was mad. So she asked for my phone. And that's when she seen the videos. And she was so mad, which I don't understand why, because it's not that bad. I mean, it's not like, ain't that natural? So yeah, that's how my mom found out, and she put me on birth control after. Bye.
Story time of how my friend would use me to sneak out, and, you know. So basically, my friend had told me, like, oh, like, we're gonna have, like, a girls' night. We're gonna bake cookies. I'm like, okay. My dumbass fucking bought cookie dough and frosting and shit to fucking, like, I thought we were gonna have the time of our lives that night. So, yeah, like, we were doing our makeup and shit, like, you know, typical girl shit and just talking about life. Why did she tell me at like 12 and 1 in the morning, hey, I'm gonna go outside. My stinker butt's outside. At the time, I was just like, okay, like, she didn't see her stinking butt. Okay, that's chill. She sees him, and an hour passes. I'm like, fuck, like, what if something happened to her? And I'm obviously I'm like the worried friend type. So I text her, and she's like, no reply. No fucking reply. So I start worrying like a fucking mother, and still no reply. 2 hours later, no fucking reply. So I'm like, fuck. And then I started like hesitating if I should text the guy she was with, because she did tell me who she was with. And then I text him. No fucking reply from this douchebag. Like, what the hell? Anyways,
Homegirl finally comes back 3 hours later. She tells me, oh, I didn't have any charge. Bitch, how do you not charge your phone in the span of 3 hours in a guy's truck you're in? What the fuck? And I'm just like, it's whatever. Like, it's fine. Like, I was already super tired. I ended up baking the fucking cookies by myself. Like, I was sad. Like, I was fucking sad. I thought I was gonna have a girls' night. Like, dude, this is so unfair. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry. That's all I get. No, not even I'm sorry. I'm just like, and she was just like, yeah, I was the guy, sorry. She just said, yeah, I was with the guy. Not even a sorry. She goes to sleep like nothing happens. Like, bruh. I was so sad. Like, man, that is the worst sleepover I've ever had.
Get ready with me while I tell you the story time of when I found out I first started my period. Okay, so this was 2 years ago, which is quite surprising because I'm 16, so like I started pretty late. And it was around these times in the holidays and we were in Paris. Before I continue though, if this is on your For You page, make sure you comment For You page. I'm trying to notice and follow you guys back. Okay, so it was our first day in Paris actually, and we were just traveling around Paris and like we went to some museum and all I did was just complain and my parents didn't understand. When I tell you guys I was so moody, I was so tired and I just couldn't be asked to walk around Paris. Everyone was just getting on my nerves, okay? So it comes to like the evening and we sit down at some restaurant. Everything started to calm down, like I felt so much better and I was trying to connect to the internet because I had this like argument with my boyfriend at the time and we basically broke up then. Obviously I didn't tell my parents about it because like, you know, when you get back together and stuff, like I just didn't want to tell my parents for sure because I wasn't sure as well. So I was like, yeah, that's why I'm moody, like. And I would just like randomly burst out crying for no reason in the middle of the day. It was just actually terrible. We were in the restaurant for quite a while because we were waiting for the Eiffel Tower's lights to come on so we could go see that. So I remember we were waiting quite a while in that restaurant, but I didn't mind it obviously because I had Wi-Fi and I was able to like text my boyfriend. And by the way, the whole plan of the day was to literally spend the day out and then wait till the lights turn on. So I wanted to take pictures, so I dressed up in a nice white tracksuit. So it has got to around 30 minutes before the lights turn on and we started to make our way to go to the best spot that we could find to see the lights. We were walking as well, so as we're walking I just feel really weird, like I have to pee, but then it's like I already peed myself and I was like, what the hell is going on? And once again, I wasn't thinking anything of it. So we went to like this nearest toilet. It was like a public toilet. And obviously I take my pants down, yeah. And guess what I see? Blood, and it's literally coming through my pants. I couldn't believe that my parents didn't see it or didn't tell me. So I take off the hoodie and wrap it around my waist, and then so you can't see the blood stain. And then I go to my mum and I whisper to her and I tell her, please don't tell dad. Like, I was so embarrassed for some reason. I mean, fair enough, but now that I think of it, I would literally tell my dad if I need help, you know what I mean? And my parents keep no secrets in between them. So when I told my mum, she was just trying to find the nearest pharmacy, or like, she didn't have any on her, like pads. So she was just trying to find the nearest pharmacy, and my dad was so confused on why. But anyway, so we found the nearest pharmacy and I stayed in the toilet. And then my mum came back to me and we actually made it on time to the Eiffel Tower to like see it shine. And then in the pictures, actually, I have one picture where the blood shows and I was like, oh. But yeah, I got one more tip for you guys. If you ever think you're going to start it or you haven't started it yet and you think you're getting to it, then make sure you carry with you pads anywhere you go. But yeah, if you watch till then, make sure you put the white heart emoji. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Story time on why I'm not talking to my 13-year-old sister anymore. If this sounds familiar in any way, my nice sister actually made a video about the same devil sister about a month ago and it got 15 million views because she's that fucking destructive. So I don't live with my family full time for obvious reasons. And I'm visiting for about 4 days and I thought something spilled in my suitcase. For a little background info, this girl is 13, doesn't brush her teeth, puts a full face of makeup and foundation on every day, gets spoiled to the point she owns more expensive things than me, my mom, and my other sister combined, and is literally the worst will say the worst shit you've ever heard to your face about you. Like, she has psychological issues. Anyway, so I'm visiting my family for 4 days, and I thought something spilled in my bag when I saw my white shirt. Brand new Blanco by Nature shirt. I was like, what the hell spilled in here? And like, I don't know, it just looks... I thought it was weird for something to have spilled. I have 2 bags over my makeup and it doesn't look like a spill. That's what I thought. Because I thought after all the shit we've been through, and she literally got publicly canceled and people were finding her account from Jenna's TikTok, I didn't think she would strike again. But no, I just was getting ready. I was ready to wear this shirt. Look at this shit. Got this shirt like 5 days ago. Are you like fucking kidding me? Genuinely, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I try so hard to be nice to this fucking bitch. But literally my dad will call me and be like, said sister, said you're so pretty, whatever. And she'll be like, you left out the part where I said she'd be so pretty if she got a nose job. And I was like... Also, last time I was here, we had a brawl. Right after the brawl, she tells my mom she's gonna clean out some of her old clothes, give it away to Goodwill. And then my mom goes in 45 minutes later to check on what she's gonna give away. It's literally all my mom's clothes that she stole and stained, brand new of my mom's clothes that she just like didn't want to admit she stole and literally made unwearable. So if anyone knows any good wilderness camps, leave them down below because I fucking can't, and I'm literally only here like 2 days a month and I still can't, so I feel bad for everyone that actually lives with her.
Hey guys, get ready with me to go to bed while I talk about how I got caught sneaking out. So I went live and my mom told me that I can't go out because I got caught. So she told me that I'm not allowed to go out for the whole entire summer, and like I told you guys, I'm not gonna sit here and let that happen. So I decided to make plans and go to the springs. As I know sneaking out during the day is not the move, but it had to be done. So I had to sneak out of the house, so I did, and I waited until my mom was playing music in her room so I could just walk out the door so she doesn't hear the alarm. When I had left, I had successfully snuck out. So I got to the springs and everything was good until I went live and my mom called me. When my mom called me, she told me at first that she was just calling me for something she needed me to do something. My mom realized that I wasn't home. So my mom started yelling at me, screaming, where was I at? And she said, okay, don't worry, wait till you get home. When I got home, my mom sat me down and she was just yelling at me about why I shouldn't be sneaking out and what she's gonna do. Guys, when I tell you guys, my mom was mad. So she told me that she was gonna take my iPad. She's not gonna take my phone just because of the fact that she thinks I'm too grown to be having my phone took. But she told me if I sneak out one more time, it's done. It's wraps, bro. She told me that if I get caught one more time or if I go anywhere for the rest of the summer, that I'm not going to have no phone, no iPad, and I'm going to have to stay online school. I literally lost my privileges to go live in the car. I can't go anywhere unless I'm with my mom, not even with my sister. I told her okay, because I'm not going to sit there and argue with my mom about everything, but she just kept yelling because she just told me to stop talking. My mom even went as far as turning the alarm on in the house. So now whenever I open the doors or open the windows, she can hear it. And I have to have my location on 24/7, and she calls me every day at 12 p.m. I hope I can get my privileges back to leaving because, guys, it's summer 2025. Or I'm just going to keep sneaking out. Yelling at me, she goes on her phone and pulls out the Ring camera footage. And she just starts screaming, showing me the Ring camera footage. And she's like, are you serious right now? What to do right now or what to say to her, because right now she's giving me the silent treatment. So I don't know if I should apologize or not. I think the best option is to just leave her alone, because if I keep talking to her, then she's just going to get even more mad. Let me know what I should do in the comments.
I'm gonna tell you about this girl that was crazy obsessed with my boyfriend, okay? So, I get with my boyfriend, and then, like, 2 days later, I get a hey girl text, and I, like, read it, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. Like, she's like, are you dating so-and-so? And I'm like, yeah, I am. She's like, oh, like, he just stopped talking to me. Like, I wonder why. So, this girl, she seems nice enough, so I asked my boyfriend about it, and then he kind of explains it. And, like, this part isn't that big of a deal, so I'm, like, being very brief. But he explains that, like, he was talking to both of us at the same time, but, like, ended up choosing me. And then, like, immediately blocked that girl. Like, good job. So, like, I didn't really talk to her after that, but like a few weeks go by and she like adds me on Snapchat, and I thought it was kind of odd, so I added her back, and then she starts snapping me, and I'm a little petty, so I only start snapping her back when I'm with my boyfriend, but then she just starts asking me like weird questions. She's like, what do you guys do when you're together? Like, why would I tell you that? That's weird. And like literally like once a week this girl is asking me about the status of my relationship. Like that's really weird. Like, I get it, she has a little crush on my boyfriend because he's like amazing and beautiful. So eventually I end up blocking her because I'm like, this girl is so weird and so obsessed with me and my boyfriend, and I really don't think anything of it. Like literally I want to say like 6 or 7 months go by and I totally forgot about this freaking girl. So I really forget about her, and then one day I'm like looking at my boyfriend's TikTok profile because like I like to see what he reposts and stuff like that, and I noticed that his follower count goes up by 1, so I click on it, and it's like this weird account, like with a weird username. It has no profile picture. So I click on it, and imagine my surprise when it's this freaking girl who made a new account just to post thirst traps and follow my boyfriend. Literally all of the videos on it were thirst traps that had like just been posted in the past like 2 days to 24 hours. And I am like, what? And the only person that she's following is my boyfriend. Obviously he didn't follow her back, and when I told him about it, he was like, oh my god, I didn't even notice. That is like actually so weird. So then I go to find her main account, but then I realized she blocked me on TikTok, so then I like switch over to like a random like burner account, and I look her up, and then I see she like back then had a whole boyfriend while she was like making thirst traps specifically for my boyfriend. So I take my petty ass right to this boyfriend's account, and I take screenshots of everything, and then I explain the whole thing to him about how she was obsessed with my boyfriend, would not like stop asking about us like literally once a week, and I did not know how he was gonna react. And then he tells me, he's like, I'm sorry, she's a child. Like, that's so funny. And he was like apologizing. He was like, I'm sorry that she's so obsessed with you guys. And like that's crazy. Like, why does your boyfriend have to apologize on your behalf? Like, you seriously have a whole freaking boyfriend and you still want mine? I need to find the screenshots of me and that guy's conversation, and I will literally look for them and post them. Also, not to mention, this girl doesn't even live near us, okay? And she lives in the same state, but like 3 freaking hours away. Like, seriously, what are you doing? So I could finally speak my truth after, because it's been a few years since this happened, so.
Get ready with me to explain how I got banned from Planet Fitness for 1 month and almost fought a girl. So this is like the most stupidest shit I've ever fucking like been through. Basically, I was on the Stairmaster because at the gym, I always go on the Stairmaster. Tell me why the fuck I went to go wipe down my Stairmaster, because at Planet Fitness, you have to wipe down everything that you use. And I made sure to leave my water bottle, my phone, and my AirPods on my Stairmaster. They were very much fucking visible, so I don't know what the fuck this bitch's issue was, but I'm on my way back from getting the towel. I take like literally 15 seconds there and back, and I see some dumbass bitch on the Stairmaster that I was on. So obviously I'm not looking to fight no one. I politely tell this girl, excuse me, like, I haven't cleaned it yet, like, and my stuff was still on it. I need to get it. And tell me why. Tell me why. I don't know who this girl thought she was, but she throws my AirPods down at me, thinking I'm gonna catch it. Why are you even throwing them at me? It falls to the floor. I'm immediately like, there's no way. Like, I started like not laughing. I was so in shock that I like was just laughing right there and then. And I don't know what happened to this girl. Like, I don't know if she got fucking like in trouble at home. I don't know if she got in trouble with her boyfriend. Then she looks down at me as if I'm crazy and is like, well, that's too bad. You left your shit and I'm using the Stairmaster now. She said something along those lines and I was fucking pissed. Like, no way this girl is making a big deal. And she's the one in the wrong. So I don't know. I was just pissed in the moment. I was in shock, pissed. I get the towel that I was gonna use to wiped the Stairmaster down and I threw it at her. And mind you, it wasn't just like one towel or anything. It was like a bunch because, I don't know, I like to wipe everything down. And they were pretty wet, so she didn't get like soaked or anything. Like obviously, it wasn't like I threw a fucking water bottle at her ass, but she got pissed immediately. She starts cussing me out in front of the whole fucking Planet Fitness. And I'm just standing there like, there's no way this bitch has the audacity to yell at me after she literally just did all of this. She goes, gets off the Stairmaster slowly. And mind you, she's cussing at me while she's doing this. She's walking to the front entrance and she goes to the Planet Fitness worker and starts yelling, talking in like 1,000 times speed. And I'm just like, fuck, because she's gonna tell that worker anything she wants. Like, obviously not gonna be like, oh yeah, I took this Stairmaster, I did this, I threw my AirPods at her. So she's telling this worker bullshit. I don't know what. I didn't even get the chance to talk. I think the worker just like didn't want to deal with it at all. And honestly, like, I wouldn't want to deal with it either. But I was literally over here being like, I don't know why she's over here talking to you. Like a little fucking tattletale. Like, we're not 5. And the worker banned me and the girl for a month. I don't know if they're even allowed to do that, but they did. I could care fucking less if I can't go to the gym for a month. I don't even go to the gym. This was like a spontaneous gym thing. So honestly, I don't give a fuck. Okay, guys, anyways, I'm done with this get ready with me. And I was just joking the whole time. Obviously, this didn't happen. But I hope you guys like the video. Haha, I pranked you guys. Anyway, and I'll be doing some real story times because I have a lot of stories to tell you guys. I was just kind of bored, so might as well, you know. Bye, guys.
Get ready if you want to tell you guys how I tried to sneak out and my mom met me at the place I was trying to sneak out to. So basically this took place like 2 summers ago, and yeah. So there was a party and I couldn't go out. My mom was like kind of strict about that. I couldn't go out, so there was like parties every single day this summer and I wasn't going to any of them. So I finally got tired of it and I was like, I want to go to a party. So I was like, fuck it, like, let's go. I told my friend and she was like, that's fine, like, she be sneaking out anyways too. So she was with the shits, like, she didn't give 2 fucks. So we like get ready and everything, and basically like my parents' room is right next to my room, so they can hear everything. So I had to make sure I was getting ready super quietly and like not like where my mom can hear, because she can hear a peep, she can hear a pin drop. So I was gonna sneak out of my room window, obviously, and in my room window though, there's like my room windows have screens, but there was one that didn't have a screen, but the one that didn't have a screen had like stairs that go into the basement. So it was like basically if I jumped out that window, I'd probably break my ankle. So I was a little scared to do it, but I was like, you know what, I'll just tell my friend to meet me there so she can help me like get down safely. And that's what we did. So I waited till the AC played again because it made it like difficult for her to kind of hear stuff. And I waited till she told me she was actually like going to sleep. And then I waited like it was like 1 a.m. by the time I like actually snuck out, because I'm like, she's not gonna be up by that time. And I snuck out my window and then we walked to my friend's car and just drove off to the party. I get to the party and I'm like panicking a little because this was my first time singing out, but I was like, you know what, like I'm fine, like I'm literally fine. So we get to the party, everything is fine, like the party is fine, guys. I was like, shit, like I'm good. So then we're like, let's go get some McDonald's after, like let's go, like why not expand the night. So this was like 3:30/4. So yeah, so we're on our way to the McDonald's and then I see my mom's car behind my friend's car. And I was like, wait, I think that's my mom. But my friend was like, no, girl, like, that's not your mom. Like, she would have called you. So I was like, okay, you're right. So then we get to the McDonald's and my mom starts calling me. And I'm panicking, obviously, because I'm like, fuck, I'm caught. Like, I'm caught. Like, she's not, why would she be calling me at 4 a.m.? Like, why would she be calling me at 4 a.m.? And it was obviously because I was caught. So she calls me and she keeps like spam calling me and I'm not answering. And then eventually I answer because I'm like, you know what, like, it's cooked. Like, I might as well just answer now. And she's just like, turn around. Like, at this point, we're parked, mind you. And she's like, turn around. And I'm like, what? And she's like, turn around. I turn around and she's literally standing behind my friend's car, like a creep in her robe. Guys, I was fucking so scared, shitting my pants. Yeah. I had to leave with my mom. And the car ride back was not pleasant.
Take down these crusty mini twists while I tell you how I almost died yesterday. So the other day I was literally talking about how I had all these like new allergies that came out of nowhere. Yeah, one of them almost killed me. So I'm at the store, right? And I'm looking for these little vegetarian vegan meals because your girl's pescatarian. So I see this pasta and I'm like, okay, it's a vegan pasta, vegan noodles, vegan cheese. This should be fine. Okay, so here comes Tuesday. I finished my finals and then I asked my brother to pick me up. My brother comes, picks me up from school. It's like 10 o'clock at this point. I'm like, you know what? I feel really bad for making you get out of bed. Let me buy us some breakfast. We get to breakfast, we go home, and we watch Corey Kenshin while we're eating. So we're eating the food, and we're watching the videos, and we finish. And I'm like, you know what? This is not enough. I'm still hungry. So I'm looking around in the pantry and then I remember that vegan pasta. So I warm it up. It's smelling good. It's smelling fine. I'm so excited to eat this pasta. I take my food out the microwave. I go in the front room and I turn on the Apothecary Diaries, right? Soon as that fork hits my tongue, I'm going. I'm scratching the back of my tongue like the roof of my mouth is itching. Had me sounding like a damn chicken. So then I run to the kitchen, I put my plate down, then I run to my bathroom, and my mom goes,
don't try to run now. You know you're not supposed to be eating in the front room.
No, Mom, I'm about to die. I was like, no, I think I'm having it. My lip is getting all big, and she runs to go give me a Benadryl, and I take the Benadryl, and then I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna die. I still feel it in the back of my throat, but it's manageable. So I go on about my day. It's trash day, so I clean out my bunny's cage. Mind you, I'm also allergic to my bunny's fur, his pebbles, his grass. It's just bad. I put on this headscarf and I'm like, okay, I gotta get this done. I don't know if it was because I already had like something previously happened that day, but my throat like literally like, ugh. I just lay down on the floor because I don't really know what to do. And I go to sleep. Survival skills of a pencil eraser. I know. At this time, my mom was giving my little sister a bath. So like I was on the floor for about 20 minutes. So I kind of hear my little sister like laughing, yelling, and screaming. So I wake up, right? You know when black people get worried, they get mad. Like my mom is yelling at me, get up right now. Tell me what's wrong with you. Tell me, answer me. Mom, my throat is closing. Go downstairs right now, get you a Benadryl. Like, why are you just sitting here? And my little sister's like, oh my gosh, she needs a Band-Aid. Get her a Band-Aid. I'm like, aw. But I was dying, so I wasn't like, oh. I crawl down the stairs, and I only make it towards the carpet, and I just try to go to sleep again. My brother throws the Benadryl at me. I'm just sitting on the floor, flicking it, like, trying to, like, get it. Like, y'all, it was too much. While I'm struggling to open the package, my dad is lecturing me. You want to go off to college next year, and this is what you gotta do. Like, I'm just trying to. So I take the Benadryl. I feel a little bit better, but my throat is still sore. It still feels like a regular cold, sore throat. Next day, I'm taken to patient first, which is like an urgent care. And the doctor was like, oh yeah, you could have died. Yeah, you could have just plopped right there and just died. Oh, okay. Okay. So then they gave me 7 pills and they gave me an EpiPen shot like right here. And they gave me 2 EpiPens and I'm still alive. So yay. Apparently the vegan cheese has some type of nut in it. And my body was like, you're not eating this. We're gonna kill you instead. Now I'm gonna have to be one of those people who have to ask, does this have nuts in it? Anyway, I'm still here. Hey, hello. I'm gonna finish taking down this side and I'll be right back. Okay, my hair definitely needs to be washed. Let me know if you guys had any near-death experiences with allergies so I can feel better about my situation. And it's time to put my hair in cornrows because you know what time it is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.
Hey guys, I'm bored, so let me get out a story time on how I threw a graduation party. So y'all, I just graduated June 7th. That's really why I haven't been active, because I've been living in the moment, trying to enjoy my life. But your girl graduated, so I was like, why not turn everybody up and throw a house party? So I asked my mom, and my mom was down. She was like, yes, we can throw a little house party. And I had to like bargain her to let me open up the house, because she thought that people were just going to be lingering in the backyard. I'm like, no, we need to open up the house. So after graduation ended, I went out, got some water, got a couple things I needed for the party, and came back to set up. My 2 friends came over, and they were helping me set up a little bit. And then my other best friend, Maddie, came over, and she brought this loud-ass, big-ass speaker, y'all, like, so we could blast music. So the party started at, like, 9:30, and I said it was going to end at, like, 12:30. So, y'all, I wasn't really sure people were going to, like, be coming for real, but, like, people started arriving, and I was shocked. Like, baby, when I say people were just, like, coming and coming and coming, I was like, oh, okay. And I was telling people if they wanted to drink, they could. Because, like, my mom was like, nobody's drinking, nobody's smoking. But I was like, bro, this is, like, our last time ever being together. So I was like, why not? Like, so I was sneaking some of that liquor into my cooler. And I had, like, some shots up in there. And I told people, I was like, when you come here, just take a shot. And they were. But then the white boys pulled up, y'all. And when I tell y'all, the white boys were kind of like the life of the party. They were the ones that were just like out of their fucking mind drunk. Like, baby, when I say they were drunk as shit, I mean they were drunk as shit. So more people started pulling up, and the party was getting a little packed, y'all. And mind you, this is just the people that are outside. I'm gonna show y'all some more pictures. Like, we were actually deep as hell in there. Baby, I knew the party was gonna be lit when they had my mama down there dancing. Like, she won't even matter, nothing. But then, of course, somebody had to fuck it up. This Mexican nigga come in there, drunk as fuck, bruh. Bump into the blinds, break the shit. On the sliding door, they just fucking fall down. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. So everybody had to get kicked out the house at like 11:30 because of this nigga. But my mama ended up letting them back in. But then, this nigga was supposed to pay for the blinds, y'all. And they're only like $80. They're like the ones you buy at Lowe's. I texted this nigga, still ain't get no response.
Bitch, you know who the fuck you are, bitch. Give me my $80.
But then I saw my little shit out there.
And I also saw 5 different niggas
I used to fuck with out there.
What the fuck were y'all doing there?
Like, gang, when I tell y'all,
My ex was there.
my other ex was there. 3 failed talking stages was there.
What are y'all doing here?
But hey, a time was had regardless. But I wasn't the only person who had a ex talking stage or ex pull up to the party. Look at Simone's reaction when she saw her ex.
Corny ass nigga. He's corny as fuck.
When I tell y'all Simone was mad as shit that whole night, bro. They even caught me in 4K throwing that ass back on my man.
But hey, it was #lit.
And I want to thank everybody for coming out. I had fun. But yeah, guys, that's it.